Baby, this video is risky, but it's time. I know what I'm doing right now isn't safe. Not for my image, not for my reputation, and maybe not even for how people see us. But I'm tired of hiding. Tired of acting like what we have doesn't matter just because it makes some people uncomfortable. Tired of keeping the best thing in my life behind locked doors because others won't understand how deep this really goes. So yeah, this video, it's risky, but it's real, and it's time. Time to stop pretending like you're just someone I talk to. Time to stop brushing off your name when people ask. Time to stop loving you in secret while smiling in public like I'm alone. Because I'm not alone. Not emotionally, not spiritually, not even for a second. You've been my quiet strength. The one who stuck around when the noise got loud. The one who heard my silence louder than anyone else's words. The one who knew when I was struggling, even when I was wearing my strongest face. And the truth is, we've been through a lot more than most people would even believe. From the whispered judgment to the they won't last looks, from family tension to my own fear of showing what we have, it hasn't been easy. But through it all, you stayed. And now, I have to stay for you. This video is my stand. Not because I want attention, not because I want to make a scene, but because I can't keep living like your love is something I have to hide. I want to talk about the nights you sat with me, saying nothing, but somehow healing everything. The nights I said, I'm fine, and you replied, okay, now tell me the truth. The way you memorized my moods, the way you noticed when my energy changed, the way you never judged me, even when I was at my lowest. This world loves surface level love, pretty pictures, fake smiles, empty captions. But we had the raw stuff, the quiet arguments, the long talks in parked cars, the I hate what you did, but I still love you kind of moments. That's why this video is risky. Because I'm letting people into something they'll probably never understand. But I don't need them to. I need you to know I'm no longer scared, no longer unsure, no longer hiding the thing I wake up every day grateful for. This is the beginning of the part where I stop protecting my comfort and start protecting you. You know what's funny? For so long, I thought hiding us was protecting us. That if we kept quiet, if we stayed in the shadows, then maybe we wouldn't get hurt. Maybe we wouldn't have to explain ourselves. Maybe no one could ruin what they didn't know about. But I was wrong. What I was really doing was keeping you in a place where you didn't belong. In the background, in the dark. Like you weren't the brightest light I've ever had in my life. And you never complained. Not once. Even when I brushed you off in public. Even when I told you, let's just keep it between us. Even when I smiled at questions like, are you seeing someone, and lied, you stayed. You kept loving me through all that, even though I was slowly dimming your value with my silence. And that hurts to admit, because you didn't deserve to be hidden. You deserve to be celebrated. You were the one who picked up the pieces when I broke. The one who didn't walk away when things got complicated. The one who reminded me of who I am, even when I forgot. And all I gave you in return was half love, half truths, half recognition. But today, I'm done with halves. I'm done living in fear of how people will react. Done worrying if someone's going to judge me because my love doesn't fit their picture. Done with fake smiles and fake answers. Because the real answer, it's you. Always has been. You were the one I texted at 2 a.m. when I felt like giving up. You were the one who listened to the same rant 3 times without getting tired. The one who prayed for me when I didn't even know how to pray for myself. The one who told me, you don't have to be perfect. Just be honest. So here's my honesty. All of it. This video isn't just a confession. It's a correction. I'm fixing what I should have done a long time ago. I'm saying your name in spaces I used to keep quiet. I'm showing your face when I used to blur it out. I'm holding your hand in front of the world, not because I need to prove anything, but because you deserve to be held. You deserve more than late night calls and secret dates. You deserve daylight. You deserve freedom. You deserve respect. And I'll say it right here. If this video causes people to walk away from me, let them. If it changes how they see me, let it. Because if they only loved me when I was hiding you, then they never really loved me at all. This love, it's not perfect. We've argued, we've doubted, we've fallen apart and come back together. But it's real. And that's more than most people ever get. So yes, this video is risky. But not showing you the love you earn is a bigger risk. Because I know now you never needed to be hidden. You just needed me to be brave. And I'm finally ready to be that man. I won't lie, I almost didn't post this. I stared at the screen for hours wondering if this was the right time. If people would twist my words, if they'd take your name and turn it into something ugly just to feel powerful for a moment. But then I thought about you, not the world, not their opinions, just you. And suddenly all that fear started to shrink, because what matters most isn't what they'll say, it's what I've never said out loud in front of them. That I love you in a way that makes me want to risk it all. Not for drama, not for attention, but for truth. Because the truth is, I've been in rooms full of people and still felt alone, but never once did I feel that way when I was with you. You, with your quiet loyalty. You, with your eyes that see through everything I try to hide. You, who never asked for the spotlight, but gave me every ounce of your heart in the dark. And it's time I stopped making you pay the price for my fears. The fear of losing deals. The fear of losing followers. The fear of being misunderstood. But real love isn't built on fear. It's built on courage. And I owe you courage. I owe you more than what I've given. Because what we've shared behind closed doors, the moments when you held me in silence, when you wiped tears I didn't let anyone else see, when you stayed while everyone else faded. That's not small. That's not forgettable. That's not something I should tuck away like a mistake I'm ashamed of. It's sacred, and sacred things deserve to be protected, not hidden. So yeah, this might come with backlash. I might lose some things after this. Some people may walk away. Some doors might close, but the door that matters most, the one that leads to you, I'm finally opening it without hesitation. And if they ask me why, I'll tell them I was tired of living in a world where real love had to be filtered to be accepted. Tired of shrinking the best parts of my life to make others comfortable. Tired of making you feel like a secret when you've been my home. This isn't about proving anything. This is about finally owning the love I've always felt. No edits, no hiding, no fear. You've stood by me through every season, and now it's my turn to stand by you in the light. I think what I regret most is that it took me this long to realize that silence can hurt just as much as betrayal. That keeping someone out of sight can make them feel out of heart. That love, when hidden for too long, begins to question itself. And I never wanted you to question what we had. But looking back, I see the little cracks I caused, the way your smile started to hesitate when I pulled my hand away in public, the way you'd shrink back just a little when someone asked, "Who is she to you?" And I gave a half-hearted answer like it wasn't everything. You never demanded to be posted. You never asked, to be shown off, but you hoped. I could feel it. You hoped one day I'd be bold enough to say, this is the woman who stood with me when I had nothing. This is the woman who knew me before the world clapped. This is the woman I was lucky enough to be loved by. And I failed you for a while, because instead of giving you that public truth, I gave you quiet comfort, private attention, soft words behind closed doors. But love like yours deserves more than that. And that's why I'm here now. Why I pressed record. Why I sat down and finally said, enough. Enough hiding. Enough fear. Enough pretending like loving you was something I had to protect others from. Because what I should have been protecting all along was you, from doubt, from delay, from the weight of wondering if you were enough to be claimed in the open. Let me say it clearly now. You are more than enough, too much, even in the most beautiful way. You gave me a kind of love that asked for nothing but deserved everything. And I'm ashamed it took me this long to realize that the biggest risk was never what others would say. It was what I stood to lose if you ever stopped waiting. But you're still here, still watching, still wondering if this video will finally be different. So hear it now. This isn't a performance. This isn't a trend. This isn't me trying to go viral. This is my truth, finally told. Told for you, told about you, told because of you. Because your love is the reason I'm brave enough to finally be this honest. And I promise, from this day on, you will never again wonder if I'm proud to be yours.